So welcome back to another Whitby video. Now you might have seen my previous one where I went to the lobster hatchery. I went to just over there where the pier is, and you just saw the waves crashing. It just looked amazing. And just had a little bit of a wander around, went to the whale bones, the Captain Cook monument. But I'm about to attempt the 199 steps, which is just up there, which is the Abbey and St Mary's Church. So we'll head up there now and I'll show you the beautiful views you get to see when you're right up the top. So as always, get your shoes on, get your coat on, bring me some oxygen because I don't think I'll be able to make it up there. But let's go. So when you get so far up, you can sort of see the harbour area and it just looks beautiful, don't you think? I'm out of breath, I'm knackered. I've only gone up that far. But yeah, there's these benches that you see dotted about all the way up. They're not actually benches. What they are is resting places for coffins. The pallbearers would leave them there and then obviously take them up to St Mary's Church. But yeah, just look at that beautiful view. Just been climbing all these steps and I just realised I've lost count. I have no idea how many I've actually gone up so far, but the top's actually here. So as you can tell by me being totally out of breath and massively unfit, but I've reached the top. 199 stairs there. It is a bit of a trek, it does hurt your legs if you're unfit like me, but you get to see this beautiful panoramic view. How nice is that? So you can see here, this is St Mary's Church. I've never actually been inside it, but it looks like the doors are open, so should we see if we can get in? Let's go. That was the first ever time I've ever been in St Mary's Church. Every time I've walked up those 199 stairs, it's always been closed. So that's the first time I've ever been inside to have a look. It's very nice inside. But when you come up here, you can walk around this little pathway which just follows the outside of the actual church itself, and you can get another lovely view of the harbour area as well as the pier, and I'll show you that now. So when you follow the path up from the stairs, continuing along, obviously you've got the entrance to St Mary's and the church and the surrounding area here. But if you keep on going further, you get to the Abbey. I'll try and take you as close as I can. We have to pay to get in, but I'll show you as much as I can on here. I've just heard a pheasant. I have no idea where it is, but I just heard it. I don't know if you can hear it on the camera. Very loud pheasant. Hopefully I can get a shot of it for John. Let's have a look. Right, okay John, if you're watching, that pheasant over there was for you. Just trotting over there now. But yeah, I'm going to try and head over to the Abbey and show you as much as I can, so you can see what it looks like. See you in a second. So when you're walking up here, just past where you've just seen there is a place where you can pay to get in, and you can see the ruins, you can see the museum and a few other bits and pieces. But there is a tall wall around here hiding the actual thing itself, so I'm going to try and put the camera over and give you a sneaky peek if I can. So I'm not too sure how much you can actually see there. I won't know until I do the actual edit, but I'll try and do a little shot from over the other side of the road so you can get a bit of a glimpse of the sort of the top half of it, which is this now. So if you like doing your walks, there is the Cleveland Way walk, and it's 6.5 miles to get to Robin Hood's Bay. We were thinking of going to Robin Hood's Bay, but I'm not too sure what we're doing now. I've come up here while the rest of my family are down those 199 steps, having a bit of a mooch in the shops. So I'm going to have a wander back down, see where they are, maybe grab a coffee and a cake. But yeah, there's a road here. I assume you sort of go this way to the car park. If you're sort of a wheelchair user and you want to come and see the Abbey itself, then you use this road. There are permitted car parks here. I think you can park on this grass area as well, and I do believe there's lifts in there as well to go to the museum. I would have thought it would be disabled friendly in there. But yeah, there's adequate parking on here. I'm not entirely sure how you get into it. This might be for the staff, I don't know, but there is a car park just here. But yeah, just to get yourself up here, go into the ruins, have a little look around there. There's a museum as well, and a couple of other little bits and pieces. There's a walk if you want to do a walk. I don't know if you can see right at the end, probably not on the GoPro. Right at the end of that wall is that pheasant. But yeah, just as soon as you get up to this height, the views are just for miles, and you can just see, I'll show you over this wall hopefully. You can see the cliffs, you can see the pier, you can see it all. You can see St Mary's Church as well in a moment. Beautiful views, just to sort of spend time just looking at all this. Here it is. So I'm sure you agree that looks a nice view. Obviously on a nice sunny day it'll look even better, but it's still nice to just have a look at all of that. And you can, sometimes you can see the boats and sort of ships taxiing in the distance. You won't show up on the GoPro. And then you see all the shipping boats going out, little boats, the day trips on the boats. I think there's a pirate ship I mentioned in the previous video. Sometimes that goes out, but I think it might be a seasonal thing. But there are little boats that head out just to take you a little run out near where the harbour sort of exit and entrance is, maybe out into the sea a little bit. I think it's about 20-25 minutes little trip, and I think it costs about £5 or something like that for these little small boats. But yeah, you just sort of, there's a pay place there to pay to go in the Abbey. Obviously the Abbey's there, and the sort of ruins are dotted around up in that bit. There's another area here, I can't remember what that bit is. It's a bit of significance, Roman or something, I can't remember what it is now. It was a couple of years since I've been here. There's a nice little place there, and then the museum's sort of over that area as well. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head down those 199 steps, try not to trip over and fall down them fast, and yeah, get to the bottom of it. But yeah, it's nice. It's a nice day because it's been raining on the morning, and we thought, oh no, it's going to be raining throughout, but the sun's come out. It is a bit overcast in the distance, but it's fingers crossed it's been a nice day, and hopefully it will until we go home about 7 o'clock tonight. But yeah, so that was the Abbey itself, and I'm just going to go down here and go past St Mary's Church again, which is just right here. So this is the Donkey Field. It's more probably Jacky Field. It's one of the largest open spaces in Whitby and lies immediately to the west of the Anglo-Saxon and medieval monasteries. All surviving maps of the town from the 1740s onwards show it as being underdeveloped. Recent archaeological work, however, has revealed that in earlier times it was part of a wider activity taking place across the headland. So as you can see here, there's like a cobbled slope going down, which is adjacent to the actual steps themselves. I guess this is just for sort of people with prams. Obviously if you're in a wheelchair you're going to struggle to get up here, but on the plus side it'd be very easy to go down. But yeah, I think if you are in a wheelchair or you struggle, best thing to do is if you can get a car and drive up there where the car park is, get yourself up there to see all of this. But there's no way of getting up in a wheelchair via either the stairs or this slope. Anyway, I'm going to head back down again without tripping over and killing myself. If you are walking down these cobbled stairs, just be mindful that some of the actual cobbles are raised, so you might trip on them, so watch out for those little trip hazards, because otherwise you'll end up getting down here faster than you wanted to. But yeah, we're almost down at the bottom now. So I'm just heading down this little alleyway, and I'm going to go and grab a coffee and a cake hopefully and meet the family. They've been relaxing while I've been up those stairs, trying not to trip over and knock myself. But yeah, I think they're just in this here, so see you in a minute. So I'm going to show you a bit of history now. Now you might not know James Cook, but James Cook basically worked his way up to become the captain of the SS Enterprise and flew around in space in Star Trek. Not really. James Cook was a man that was born in 1728 in Marton in Middlesbrough, and then he moved to Stades where he worked in shops for a while, but that didn't work out for about 18 months, and then he came to Whitby and to a place just here which was John Walker and his wife's house, and that's when he started working as an apprentice on the boats, and then he went on there on the Endeavour and other boats as well, and that's where he became a captain and became famous. So we're going to have a look in this museum now, and hopefully I can film, and we'll check that out. Let's go.
I don't know.
So the keen eye, you will notice that I'm not at Captain James Cook's museum. I'm here at Whitby train station. Why am I here? Well, because I didn't realise that it closed at 3 o'clock and I needed to be there between 10:30 and 2:30 in order to gain entrance, because you have to be there half an hour before closing, and that's the last people that can go in, which I didn't realise that. I just looked at the ticket, it said 10:30, between 10:30 and 3, so we got there about 22, quarter to, which obviously, yeah, that is a bit last minute, but yeah, I spoke to the woman and she said, I said, can I film there? She said yes. I said, okay, is it possible just to fly around and have a quick look? I don't want to be long, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maximum, and I'll be out. She goes, no, we're closing. So that was it. So unfortunately, yeah, that was 11 quid down the drain. But so we're going to try and get an earlier train. We're going to try and get home a little bit earlier, because our train is usually about 7 o'clock. I think there's one about 4 o'clock we're going to try and jump onto and get home. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. It was great to get in St Mary's Church. I'm quite surprised myself that I managed to make it up those 199 stairs without dying. That was a good thing, so my fitness is slightly better than last time. But yeah, it was good to get in St Mary's Church. It was nice to show you the actual abbey itself and the views you can actually see up there. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I showed you a lot more of sort of the harbour area, the lobster hatchery, the pier, Captain Cook's monument, the whale bones, and a few other bits and pieces. So check that out on the previous video. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this, hit that like button. Let us know in the comments if you've been here. Let us know if you've been to Captain James Cook Museum, what it's like inside. I'll have to see it next time. And consider subscribing. It helps me out massively, gets my videos out there and gets other people viewing them, and helps me make more of them. So hope you're all well, hope you're taking care of yourselves, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Now time to get that train. Oh yeah, biscuits, 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 and a cup of tea and biscuits. Where you going?
Shut up and sit down.